Hello, welcome to another episode of Raine Plays. Today it's Animal Crossing and I'm giving you a tour of my island. 26 minutes is a long time. 26 and a half. I hope I have enough to say. On my last, what are they called? Every Sunday you get a letter in the mail saying how well you did on your house. I'm getting very upset with that. I like what I do and they apparently don't, or they keep suggesting that I do everything in the same color. So for this room, I decided I would. Alright, let's be honest. I have a bronze house and I have a silver house. I'm going for the gold house, if there even is one. They're little statues that you get. I keep getting an S, and it's usually 146, 150 points, but I have yet to see the gold house. I did get a bronze, a silver, and a gold banner, I believe, a plaque or something. But I'm waiting for the gold house, and then I'm not going to care anymore at all. But that room that we were just in, the main room, the last evaluation that I got, it said that that was the only room that they liked, and they hope I agree. And it isn't the only room I like. I actually like another room. Now this is just my peach room. I think I finally have all of the peach items. Actually, I think I forgot to put the dress in here, but I just got that recipe, so, and my island is peaches. But these are all of the people, well, critters that are on my island. Gwen, of course, is gone. Tex is gone. Louie and, what's his name? Alfonso or something? Those two are from my daughter's island. This room here used to be, well, actually it was the bedroom, right? And then you expand and expand, so it became my bathroom. And then I got rid of bathroom and kitchen because the peach room used to be the kitchen and this used to be the bathroom. And then I just got rid of them both because they never use them anyway. They can't cook, and they can sit on the potty, but so I started putting the holiday items in here. It began with Halloween and it has merged into Thanksgiving, Christmas. But I'm not sure about anybody else. Of course you're going to do that while I'm recording. It said that you would get something in the stockings, and I never did, so I don't know what I did wrong for the Christmas thing, because I did everything that the reindeer asked me to do. So I'm not sure how that works out. I didn't get anything in those stockings. I wonder if anybody else did, what they got. Maybe I should have to look up on video, find out what came in those stockings, because I didn't get anything. This is my favorite room, my bedroom. That t-shirt, it's called a meme shirt. I got that in a balloon and I thought it was so cute, so I just thought I'd display it. Also, the mermaid items. Is it the mermaid items? Pascal keeps giving you shell items. I think I have them all now. They're on display outside, but I have a couple more in here. That table and that, what is it called? An escritoire or something like that, where it has the beauty products on it. The rest of them are outside. I have the wallpaper and the flooring. A couple dresses and some shoes. I think he even gave me a tiara, but that might be something I got from one of the gulls. Not sure. So now we're going to go downstairs. This room has been here since I got the basement. Haven't changed it one bit. I like my critters. I'm sorry that you can't see them all. You have to remember that while everybody else began this game in mid-March, I didn't until late August. I checked the bulletin board again, and my postcard says August, I can't remember again, 22nd? And then my daughter got her Switch Lite on the 29th. That's when we started playing. So you're not going to see all the exciting critters, but I like them. I collected the unusual looking ones. I still think that mantis shrimp is absolutely amazing. And then I think you might see in a couple of the villager houses I've given some critters away as well. But I think they're cool. I really like them. Now that turtle was a disappointment because he's a snapping turtle, and we have those where I live, and they're not something you'd want to keep as a pet. They're huge and they're extremely dangerous. So now we're going to go upstairs. This is my catch-all room. It has been for a while. Well, when I first got the room, I turned it into my bedroom. I guess everybody does that. But then I switched things up. I like the wallpaper. Now, here again, controversy, if you want to call it that. I stared at this for a good 5 minutes and was extremely disappointed to see that it doesn't move. It should like ebb and flow, up and down. I'm not seeing it, but my niece texted me and she said if you look really hard, you'll see that it might move. I think it's a trick of the eye. I think after staring at it for a while, you're going to see something move, but it doesn't move for me, so. All right, that was the inside of my house. Now we're going to go through the village, and I'm going to apologize right here and now. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I know I did a horrible job. First I was practicing how to get her to walk slow, and I couldn't stop laughing. To me, I know, dumb, but it just looks too funny. But I did get her, and then I thought, geez, this is too slow. So that's part of the reason why it's... Is it raining now? Okay, I apologize for background noise. It's a mishmash, and I apologize, but again, this is my first time making one of these videos. I edited to the best of my ability. I think I cut out a lot of excess, but she doesn't always walk that slow, so don't worry about that. I'm going to show you as many villagers as I can. And of course, the first one I show you here, he asks me a question that no one has ever asked me since I've been playing this game. And now he does this. Professor Pie is his invention. I don't know where he got it. He just walked up to me one day and said, "Hey, Professor Pie." And I'm like, where did that come from? So when all the other villagers ask, can they say it too? I always say, no. And I'm just waiting for Eric to come up and say, I need a new catchphrase because I want to get rid of it. I didn't know how to answer this question either. I'm like, what do I say? I like black and white movies. I'm not a movie person, And I don't consider anime a movie. I consider it anime. So that's Eric. When I first arrived on this island, my two villagers with me were Mott, the tiger, and Raine, the rhinoceros. Those were my two island mates. Both of them eventually asked to leave, and I was very sad to see Mott go. I actually cried. My eyes got watery when Raine asked me to leave. I'm like, why? Why do you guys want to leave me? But then when I had to go out and start looking for other people to join us, my very first villager that I found was Maple. My second one was Eric, and my third one was Ketchup. So those five were with me on the island from the beginning. And then the two that had started with me, they both asked to leave, and I just couldn't understand why. But I have trouble saying no, depending on how they ask me. If they're enthusiastic and they're just dying to get out and see the world, I can't say no. This is Maple's house. I was also very surprised that the wreaths that I gave them, they actually put them on their doors. I was stunned. I think there's one or two that didn't. But I was disappointed that I couldn't decorate the outside of their house myself. So I had to give those wreaths to them, and they actually used them. Very surprising. Normally you'll see them wear article of clothing that you've got given them, or like that Ouija board or whatever, the tarot cards. She's had that on there since I gave it to her way back when. She's never moved it. But most of my villagers, they'll say, oh, thanks, and then they'll either wear it for a couple days or they'll display it for a time and then it just disappears. Except for the critters. If I give them a fish or something I deep dove for, they'll keep it displayed. She came later, Pecan. I say pecan. Now there again, see the dollhouse in the corner. I did not think she was even going to like that. I think I messed up one of the Christmas gifts that was probably supposed to go to Marina, but I gave it to Pecan by mistake. And she's displaying it. Along with that vacuum. But she's so pretty. She's so cute. But I have to admit, if she asked to leave, I would not be all that broken up about it. She's just not that fun. But she has been with me for a while, so I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel. And then this is my newest. You guys saw her when I brought her on board. But I really like the interior of her house. It's so cool. She even listens to Native American music. But I like her. And of course, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I have no luck shaking trees. I have no luck with these DIY. And I have no luck with balloons. I keep getting repeats. I'm not getting anything new, and it's been a couple months now. Very rarely. Oh, along with the message in a bottle. I'm just not getting any new items, and I know I don't have them all, so I'm a little confused. Hopefully that will change. I don't know. But it's disappointing to go into someone's house when they're doing this and, oh, I'm making this. Yeah, I already know how. Oh, today I'm making this. Yeah, I already got that one. It's upsetting. Okay, so this is Dobie's house and he wasn't home. Man, it is really raining outside. I'm sorry, I hope you can't hear that. I think I'm gonna have to turn down the audio on the video as well. I already had it down to, what was it, 30? Yeah, between 18 and 30. I think I mentioned in the last video that I'm seriously thinking about razing this island, starting all over, or just completely getting rid of it and starting from scratch. I like that RC helicopter. I think it's cool. I still haven't decided which one I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to do something in the new year. My daughter thinks it's a pretty island, and I'm not complaining about the island. I just feel like doing something a little different, I guess. I don't know. That might be a Sim thing, too. I play The Sims. I'm into it for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like I don't like my characters anymore, and I hate this house. I'm going to just bulldoze the whole thing and start over. I feel that way about this. And then as far as the flowers go, I know you're going to see a lot of them all over the place. I am experimenting. I am trying to get blue roses, purple flowers, blue flowers. You just met Marina there, sitting there eating her tomato sandwich. That's her house, so we can't go in, but it's just the cute items. She's the only one here. Judy, This is Judy's house. She's the only one that we're not going to meet. I never know where she disappears to during the day. Oh, speaking of day, I had to time travel because I don't know about anybody else, but I have had blizzard after blizzard after blizzard after blizzard. And even when I come in the morning, if I'm able to, this is Julian's house, but we meet him outside. If I am able to start this game early enough, the sun is usually out, but the clouds start rolling in, and I just couldn't get that, so I went to this day, and it was at least sunny, but the clouds did eventually roll in, and it was another major windy snowstorm. Every single day I've had something like that, so, and I didn't want to record in that kind of a situation because it's noisy and it's dark. It's very gray, so you lose a lot of the color. Maybe not. I just didn't feel like it. So I time hopped to get a good day to do this. This is Carmen's house. You are going to see Carmen. I'm trying to remember her inside. It's a lot of white and pale blue, like the color of her door. But if I'm not mistaken, her favorite colors are red and green. So here I noticed red had arrived, so I went in and purchased what I needed, but I didn't want to show that. And I kind of willy-nilly'd here. I'm like, which way should I go? How do I messed it up. Oh, this snowman here is so upsetting. A dung beetle messed this up for me, and it ended up going backwards. So the bottom is on the top, and the top is on the bottom. I don't even want to explain it. It was just very upsetting. There's nothing I could do about it. But then my daughter, she's like, you can close out the game and restart it. And I'm like, what? So anytime I mess up, which is often, I just do that. You just shut the game off. No saving. And then you go back in and whatever your mistake was, it's no longer there. So that was helpful. Yeah, these are my test flowers, which aren't really producing too much right now. I wanted to give this flower thing a rest in the winter, but I just can't seem to bring myself to do it. If something unusual crops up, see, so I stick it aside like those there, and the greens and the purples. It's all my excess. I just don't have the heart to throw it away. I do eventually. It's difficult. It's very difficult. But I am not a hoarder. The only thing I really hoard in this game are the clothing items. I have to have one of each color of every item that's available. So I have a lot of clothing. I tried to go easier on the shoes because I really don't wear that. I don't. As far as the shoes go, it's usually brown or black, or if it has to match my outfit. And I never thought I was a matchy-matchy person. I'm not a matchy-matchy person in real life, but with these games, I tend to do that. Everything has to be the same color, or it has to go with, whatever else is in the pants have to go with the shirt. The socks have to go with the shoes, and so on and so forth. I tend to do that, and it's a little upsetting. So here I know I messed up my walk. This is my museum, which is behind Nook's Cranny. But I've got the map there, and I know that expert editors and people who can afford to pay for an editor know how to get rid of the map and the date stamp. I don't, so I apologize for those. Now, Adobe here upset me. I had just bought that box sofa from Red, and then he asks for it. But I thought about it for a minute, and I'm like, there's no room in his house for what he asked for. So I just had to say no, and I feel so bad when I do that. And I thought, I'm going to go back and buy him one, but then I'm like, no, Red's charging $4,050 for one little section. But I wanted it because it was pink, and I didn't have pink. So I just said no to him, and then I walked away feeling really crummy. I have the Able sisters to the right. Tom Nook's little town hall thing is in the middle, and then Nook's Cranny is next to that on the left, and then my museum is behind that. There's Julian. Sorry you can't see him really well, but he's another one. If he asked to leave, I wouldn't be heartbroken. Watch what he says, though. It's kind of funny. This is going to make your birthday seem boring and lame, and my birthday is New Year's Day. It's never boring and lame. He doesn't know that, though. He's cute. He's different. I'm not as in love with him as other people are. Now, my daughter's told me if he ever asks to leave, she wants him. So we'd have to do that weird thing. I know it's possible. She has to come over at a certain time in order to get him. We're going to try that if he asks. I believe he did one time ask, but it was early on, and I'm like, no way. Now, Ketchup's another one. I would be heartbroken if she asked me to leave, especially if she asked me in this, gee, I really want to go out and see the world, and those are the times when I just can't say no to them, and if she did it, I'd be heartbroken. She actually played the harp. I was stunned, so I'm sorry, I didn't expect her to do that. Nobody plays in my little play area here, which is sad. But that's part of the reason why I really want to raise the island or just start all over. Now that I've learned a lot and I've made so many mistakes and learned from them, I feel like getting a brand new island and starting from scratch might be a, I don't know, good idea, bad idea, sort of idea. But I would give a lot of my things to my daughter and my niece to hold on to for me. And then I could get them back. I really skipped here because I didn't want you to see me running all the way back down to the end of my island, which is where we are if you're looking at the map. This is just a beach view because I have a lot of items on the beach as well. I downloaded some of those like shells and seaweed and things like that that you scrape on with the... Sorry, again with the words, it's a, the construction thing. I downloaded a lot of new items, but I keep forgetting to try them. The walkways and things like that. I just haven't tried any of the new stuff that I have. I'm actually full up. I'm going to have to try them because I have to free up some space. But I've used up every single inch of my... What would you call it? Is that a mod? I don't think so, but just decorations and stuff. I really like my entrance, though. I'm not unhappy with it. These pansies here have not produced a single blue pansy yet. I got a blue pansy just happenstance. It was near a white one that I had set aside. I think I was going to throw it away, but I forgot, and then the next day I went, there was a blue one right next to it. Doing it, this hard way, setting them all up and watering them every day, I keep getting red ones and white ones and red ones and white ones. Just another reason why I want to start all over. Make better space to do flowers, make a designated area for those stones, which are cropping up all over the place and usually in the most unlikely places, in the middle of a flower bed, right in front of somebody's doorstep. Just annoying things. I don't like the rocks at all. If I need the stone, I will island hop because I have yet to get any gold on my own island. I only get the gold if I island hop, so I just see no point in having stones on my island. Now here you're going to see my pastel items, although these two here are Celeste. But I'm pretty sure I have every pastel item he has to offer. It would be wonderful if in the new year, or maybe this coming March, they do include new items and new interactions. That would be nice. I did not mean to do this here with Carmen. I had no idea the camera was just going to zoom like that. So we're looking straight down on her head. But I thought, well, you guys need to see. Even though you did on the island tour, you saw her when I got her the last time. But I figured, might as well say hello. She is the last, I believe. The only one we have not seen is Judy. And I have no idea where she hides herself during the day. I hardly ever see her walking around. It's usually after 6 o'clock. All of a sudden she comes out and she's wandering around the mall. It looks like we're coming up on the end here. Back to my house. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I wasn't too boring narrating throughout. I got my gold rose there. Might as well quickly tell you I'm not impressed. If it had been gold flower with green leaf, that would have been one thing, but I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. Hope you'll come back for the next one. Bye-bye.